Duncan, a two-time NCAA qualifier at 133, making the move up to 141 this year for the Illini. He finished 8th in the Big Ten tournament last season after taking 3rd as a redshirt freshman. Duncan took 4th at the Midlands tournament a couple of weeks back, and Duncan and Lee are underway, circling to the left here in the center of the mat. Nick Lee leads Penn State with 20 dual meet points through the first 4 meets of the season. Lee drops in on a nice single leg here, drives through to the double, and comes out on the right side for a 2-0 lead as Nick Lee secures the first takedown of the dual meet for Penn State. Now Lee going to work, looking for a possible cradle. Now up and out is Duncan for the escape, and it's a 2-1 lead for Nick Lee. Both wrestlers, once again, tying up near the center of the mat. Lee trying to work his way back in on the legs here. Duncan with a taped right knee. Tape job above and below that right knee. And on a single leg on that right leg is Lee. Drives through to the double and gets the takedown. And he's working up now on that right side of Duncan, trying to turn him. Duncan fighting this off here. Lee steps through the legs, though. He has good leverage here out on that right side and now loses it. And he does have Duncan, though, bellied out and fighting off of his chest here with 1:15 remaining in the opening period. Nick Lee with a 4-1 lead. Lee 8-0 with 3 pins, 3 technical falls, a major decision, and only 1 bout where he has not picked up bonus points this year. That was an 11-5 decision over Drew Martin of Central Michigan. Lee 25-2 in his Penn State career in dual meet action as he gives up the escape, so it's a 4-2 lead here for Nick Lee. Duncan dropping to his knees. Now Lee pulling in on the head. 40 seconds left in the first period. Nick Lee on the attack once again here, trying to set up another leg shot as he tries to work through the defenses here of Dylan Duncan of Illinois. Penn State down 9-0 in the dual meet. Nick Lee trying to get Penn State on the board and would love to get bonus points here against the ranked Illini at 141. Lee trying to lower his level, can't get in here on that right side. And now Duncan shoots in on the left leg. Lee sprawls back, trying to circle in on the left side. Grabs a hold of the legs, drives through with 3 seconds left, comes behind, and gets the takedown to end the period. We go to the second. Nick Lee has a 6-2 lead and 48 seconds of riding time advantage. Just determination there by Nick Lee to secure the late takedown in the opening period. 6-2 Lee leads it. Duncan chooses bottom to begin the second period after Lee deferred his option to the third. Lee working out on the right side here, hooks that right leg, and Nick Lee will go over the minute mark in riding time advantage. We have 1:45 remaining in period 2. Here comes Duncan up and out for the escape. Nick Lee's lead is 6-3. Lee lowers his level, can't find what he's looking for, and takes a step back. Now right back on the attack here is Lee. Both wrestlers right in the center of the mat. Our Penn State chant now starts here at Rec Hall. Another sellout crowd for Penn State wrestling. Nick Lee pulling in here on the head of Duncan. Duncan working off of his knees. Lee trying to swing him by. Duncan almost looks a little dazed here as he gets back to his feet and fends off that takedown attempt. Both wrestlers pushing in on one another with 1 minute remaining here in the second period. And Lee has wrestled a very physical and hard pace here. We'll see if Duncan can stay with it here in the third period. We're down to 45 seconds left in the second. Lee with a 6-3 lead, working from his feet. 106 in riding time advantage for Nick Lee as well. Love to get one more takedown here before the end of the period. I think that major decision a little easier to attain in the third. Lee working on the head here, circling to his right. Lee continuing to try to work his way in here. Duncan fending him off. Now both wrestlers trying to tie up here. Lee tries to shoot in on that right leg. Can't get there. Looking for an ankle. Can't find it. 10 seconds left here in the period. Duncan tries to shoot in. Lee pulls in on that right shoulder. Can't do anything with it. Lee again lowers his level. The period will end, and we go to the third with Nick Lee still leading 6-3. Lee will choose bottom to begin the third period. Lee is set underneath. Dylan Duncan will set up on the left elbow. On the whistle, here comes Lee trying to fight to his feet. And now he tries to hit a switch, turns in, grabs a hold of the left ankle, works his way up the left leg, reaches across, grabs the far ankle, and gets the reversal to open up the third period scoring. 8-3 the lead for Penn State's Nick Lee here as he gets the riding time advantage up to 105 and counting now. Working out on that right side here is Lee. One-on-one out on that right wrist. 9-0. Illinois leads the dual meet as we wrestle here at 141. And up and out is Duncan for his fourth escape. It's an 8-4 lead for Nick Lee. Lee trying to get back on the attack here. Pointing on the head, reaching out for the right knee. Can't find it. Again shooting in. Stall warning issued against Duncan. That's the first warning against the Illini redshirt junior. Lee drops in on the right ankle. Drives through here and comes around for the takedown. Nick Lee now leads at 10-4. He's going to need one more, and Cody Sanderson is instructing Nick Lee to cut him loose, and he will do just that. He needs one more takedown and then a ride out here for the major decision. 45 seconds left in the third. Lee and Duncan battling here just to the near side of the center of the mat. 35 seconds left. Lee shoots in, grabs that right leg, trying to drive through here, still working for it. Duncan now trying to circle over the back here of Lee. Lee hanging on to that right ankle here of Duncan. Duncan now has grabbed the left ankle of Lee. Both wrestlers have each other's legs tied up. Jim Ravello, the official, looking at it, letting them wrestle through it here. Lee still trying to sit out and turn in here with 7 seconds left. Lee coming out on the right side. He takes Duncan toward his back, and he gets the takedown with a second left in the period for the 13-5 major decision. What a job by Nick Lee. 127 in riding time advantage for Nick Lee. Jim Ravello says, hold on, I want to look at it. So Ravello, wants to see if the takedown came before time expired. In the period, it did. I didn't think there was much doubt about it, but we're going to take a look at it, and we'll see if they see the same thing that I thought I did. 13-5, Nick Lee with the major decision at the moment, but they are reviewing an official's review here, and they just want to make sure, and it is confirmed. The takedown came with 1 second remaining in the third period. Nick Lee wins it by major decision, 13-5, and the Illini lead it 9-4.